Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. How are you? Hopefully all is wonderful in your sector of the universe. I send you much love and many, many blessings for this week and the weekend ahead. What we're going to do here today, Aries, is we're going to see what's going on with you at this time, what obstacles you are facing, and what lessons you are learning from this situation to help you with your spiritual growth, because that is what this is all about. We're then going to look into what guidance Spirit has for you and how to best navigate these energies and what's going on with love and relationships for you. All right. I highly recommend you check your moon, rising, your Venus, and your North Node signs to get more of information as to what is surrounding you and how to best navigate those. You may be stronger in one other placement than this one. It depends on how much it resonates with you. And also remember, as I usually say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else who is watching this. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door and be honest with yourself and your situation. All right, so let's see what's going on with you, Aries. What is going on with Aries at this time? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, planning, Syrians, please and thank you. Here we go. Oh, okay. I think Pisces got this. So you may want to watch Pisces' reading. I don't know. That's what they just told me, but I know Pisces got this card. So we have the Ace of Cups. I love this, Aries. It looks like that right now you are starting, you're healing, okay? You're going through your healing process and you are starting to feel a lot more renewed. You're feeling this unconditional love. I believe a lot of you are focusing on self-love right now, okay? Your heart space is starting to radiate within you and it's coming out of you. It's like your light is really becoming brighter, which is beautiful. It's like I feel really, really good. Not that I don't feel good in your readings, Aries. It's not it, but this is pretty big, okay? This is quite significant where I feel like there's been a huge shift or something, you've changed your mindset on something, or it's like you've really started to, you know, look at the bigger picture like the King of Wands and say, you know what, I need to focus on my own happiness. I got to find what fulfills me, right? I need to really look within inside myself and say, you know what, I'm going to follow my passions. I'm going to do what I love. Either you've already found your holy grail or you're starting the process of discovering what that is, okay? And a lot of you are really starting to do some self-reflection and say, you know what can I learn from my past? What can I learn from heartbreak, right? Because when you really analyze stuff that happens to you that is disappointing, or from when you're dealing with heartbreak, you start to see patterns. You start to see a lot of things about yourself, and it starts to get you going with regards to doing the inner work and clearing your heart chakra, okay? This is absolutely beautiful energy, and you guys are feeling a lot more renewed on the inside. And it's like there could be another group of you where this is telling you to start focusing on self-love and self-care, doing self-reflection, and really learning how to trust your intuition here, okay? Others of you, this could very well mean that there's going to be a new beginning in love here. And a relationship with unconditional love. It could even be a job that is going to make you feel through the roof, okay? It could be a lot of things. Take what resonates, remember. So it could be even all of that stuff, right? Like a new career, something that you just get super excited about. Like, oh my God, what a huge blessing. This is like a big blessing for you guys. And it could also come with love here too, right? It could be one or the other. It could be both. And again, this is like your energies where you're starting to vibrate at the highest level here. And again, there's another group of you where it's time for you to start leveling up with this, you know, clearing your heart chakra and feeling that divine love flow within you so that it can flow out of you, right? When your cup is full, then you're able to pour your cup into others. And then you're going to attract people who are who love themselves, who are radiating with this light, with this unconditional, filling up themselves with unconditional love, and then everything becomes more harmonious between within you and with other people, especially in relationships. Okay, so I'm it's so funny, guys. I'm hearing euphoria with this card. It's like there is a lot of beauty and just a lot of bliss here. It's a beautiful feeling that I'm getting. So I'm absolutely loving this. And the bottom of the deck, look, it's 9 of Pentacles. Some of you are like, you know what? I'm focusing on myself. I'm holding my own. I'm going to really learn how to live happily single. And you're not going to be afraid of it anymore. Because, you know, when I talk about disappointments and stuff, you're like, you know what? Why am I running myself into these situations all the time when I need to do something about it? And some of you, I'm hearing like you guys woke up or the light bulb went off, kind of like an Ace of Swords thing. And you're starting to have these epiphanies and say, you know what? I have to start building for myself. I know my worth. I know that I am lovable. I am deserving of love, but I also have to get into alignment with that, right? When you are aligned with the Ace of Cups, which is the agape love, which I always teach, the highest form of love, you attract the true love. You attract a divine love. You want something that's more than just romance. You want something that's more than just like boyfriend, girlfriend, even like husband, wife, okay? Because I'll have to say it, even like with you know, marriage, there are people in marriages where there's no deep soul connection. There's no true bond there. They're not really best friends, and I'm not judging, right? I'm just saying it's not with all marriages either, right? It's some, because I was in one, and I know from a lot of my family members and friends that, you know, both people in the marriage were miserable. It's like God did not intend for anyone to have any misery in a relationship. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't going to be challenges or things, but the misery and the sadness and the downheartedness, the heartbrokenness, that's not really supposed to be prevalent in a connection. So a lot of you are starting to understand that, like, I have to elevate my level to this Knight of Pentacles, because if I don't, I'm going to continue to attract love that is just unfulfilling, right? It's kind of like the cup ends up being empty every time, especially with relationships. And it does also pertain to, you know, relationships with friends and family and coworkers and whoever else, right? So no wonder I'm feeling like this euphoria here, because, you know, look how happy she is. And she's with this owl, she's gaining that knowledge here, right? This knowledge is, you know, like I said, understanding that I am responsible for my happiness and my well-being, right? Which is what I talked about in a lot of my other readings. So, some of you are also starting to venture into having your own business. This could even be where maybe you already have your own business and there's something where it's going to become more lucrative. You're going to attract more clients or have more sales or whatever this is, your business is. You're really going to soar here with this owl, this bird. It looks like an owl. No, it's not an owl. My bad. If anybody knows what that bird is, can you let me know in the description box? I can't really tell. It's not an owl because the head is too small to be an owl. It's not a hawk either. I don't really, it could be, but anyway, regardless, birds, communication, soaring high above the clouds, right? This is what you guys are feeling. Okay, thank you, Spirit. With no wonder how I feel, because you guys are soaring above the clouds here. These are very happy cards. You feel like radiant. You feel magnificent. I keep hearing the word euphoria, guys. It's just like it's flashing in my brain. But you're starting to find what is ultimately fulfilling you, and some of you are starting to realize that being single and working on yourself and doing the things that you love is not a bad thing. Some of you are having these epiphanies and saying, oh my gosh, now I see the bigger picture. Why did I wait so long? Why didn't I do this before? Right? It's the same thing that happened with me when I ended up realizing the life that I could have, the life that I'm living now with this Nine of Pentacles energy. You know, it really shoots your vibration up to the sky. And again, a lot of you are soaring above those clouds and you're feeling happy-go-lucky. You're on cloud 9. here, okay? It's so euphoric. I can't even tell you what I'm feeling, guys, and it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So there are a few of you who are still kind of not there yet, but this is God telling you, you can feel this type of euphoria when you focus on your self-worth, the self-care stuff, right? Self-love. When you love yourself and for all who you are, and then you start realizing these talents and these abilities that you have, that you can bring about wholeness and self-fulfillment, you really start to see the true meaning of life here. There's also this feeling of no longer having fear-based thinking. You're not worried about being alone. You're not worried of what could happen. You're not really worried so much about finances either for some of you. You are really like spreading your wings and flying here. And you're not going to allow anyone to take you down. You're not going to allow anyone to destroy your happiness here. And it's beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm also hearing that for some of you, you are single right now, and you're not going to be single any longer because you're in this wonderful state of bliss here. You are attracting the higher form of love. It's the true love, right? And true love is not easy to attain. That's why a lot of people don't fully experience true love. And true love, it comes with a lot of heartbreak, but it's also about forgiveness and being accepting of yourself and others, of even the flaws that somebody might have. But these are the flaws that are not lower vibrational, right? Let's say I remember talking to somebody where their person left the cap off of a toothpaste, and they just like, okay, whatever, it is what it is, right? Things like that, things that don't really affect the relationship. So some of you guys are starting to realize that loving yourself and all of you is of the utmost importance, because you start to realize that life, it was meant to be lived life was meant to be lived in more of a state of bliss and happiness, right? And this is what you're feeling right now. So, and again, some of you are no longer going to be single because there is a new beginning in love here. Yeah, see, your ships are coming in. You're putting in this hard work, and you're patiently awaiting your blessings, your gifts, the return of investment of the hard work that you put in, right? These are results of your hard labor. But it's also because you took it easy and you took very good care of yourself, and you built something for yourself. You standing on your own 2 feet. And because of that, your hard work is going to pay off. And now those ships have already docked. They've left the port and they're about to dock here. You didn't get caught up in like the waiting game and like, when is this going to happen? You trusted in divine timing. That's why this love is coming in, because you were still happy with your life. And you said that it will happen in due time. It will happen in God's time. This is exactly why you're still in the state. You're not, like 5 of Cups, where you're sad because you don't have love, or you're sad because you're not with your counterpart or anything like that. No, a lot of you are not in that state. And this is time for you to receive your rewards, and that's abundance that's coming in. And I'm hearing it's going to be an overflow of abundance, because we also have the 8 of Cups. And see, Queen of Wands, I said you're shining your light, right? You feel completely... I mean, guys, it's euphoria right here. It's complete bliss. And you guys are like, you know what? I love the fact that I found my my own happiness within myself. And again, your frequency is at the highest level here. And, you went for what you wanted, and you didn't really care about what anybody said. And you always just went for what was good, what was for your highest good. And you found this happiness through your independence. And that is a huge thing for you guys to accomplish, Aries. Others of you, this is encouraging you to do that, because you can reach this state of euphoria if you just learn how to be independent and shining your light, and just being patient and trusting in divine timing as you're working, making forward progress, and you're manifesting your dreams, right? Yeah, with that freedom there, see, it's like you have a second chance at life and you feel a lot more free and liberated. See, when I was talking about soaring above the clouds and stuff, it's like you're rising up, you're ascending, you are preparing for union, you are preparing for this love to come in. And, you know, with this rebirth here, this is a complete sense of renewal. You know, there's renewal all over this reading, and you just feel so free and, yeah, liberated. I keep hearing liberation. It's like the old you is dead and gone, Aries, and now this new you with the soul part of you is emerging here. Yeah, see, look, Wheel of Fortune. Things are completely shifting in your favor here. You've paid off your karma, you've learned your karmic lessons. And see, when I said, again, look at the face. Trusting in divine timing, understanding the consequences of your actions, that you are ultimately responsible for your happiness and your well-being, your abundance, right? Rolling with the dice, you're taking risks, you're taking chances, and said, you know what, I'm going to really do this for myself, and I'm still going to balance myself. You got out of the hamster wheel. Some of you still need to get out of the hamster wheel. Remember, take what resonates. And when you got out of that hamster wheel, Aries, you started to realize, look how free I can be here. I can even balance myself on a freaking wheel and not worry about falling off. Because you are trusting in the divine, you're trusting in God, and you're just, you know that with great risk brings great reward now. And you are allowing yourself to go with the cycles of life. You're no longer forcing things to happen. A few of you still have to stop forcing things, okay? Because you get hit with your karma when you force. But a lot of others of you, you stopped running in that hamster wheel, that never-ending loop, repeating the same karmic patterns, and you're like, you know what, I can do this. I can balance myself on one foot. You found a lot of balance in your life with regards to what's going on in life, and you are no longer repeating those karmic patterns, to the point where once you stopped doing that, you started to feel this, find this bliss, this sense of euphoria, okay? And this also is meaning unexpected events are happening. Things are turning upward in an upward direction. You're going to be receiving your good fortune because you found it within yourself, and you're going to hit the jackpot. You are going to continue to see things in a different light, and there are new beginnings with this wheel here, and God is really putting you now in a different place and rewarding you with this love, with this overflow of abundance. Where did it go? Right here. And again, it's because those who are vibrating at this level, you've learned your karmic lessons and you've paid off your karmic debt. And now you're going to receive your karmic rewards. Again, there's a lot of rewards here, a lot of abundance, a lot of good fortune, okay? So let's see what the obstacle is. Now I'm being told that, it may not be an obstacle for you right now. This could be what was an obstacle in the past. Now, again, it depends on your situation, because this could still very well be an obstacle you have to overcome. Remember, be honest with your situation. If you're not, happy-go-lucky 90% of the time, and you're still kind of struggling with your self-love and your vibration, then this obstacle is really going to be more for you to overcome here. So we have quite a few cards. See, we have the Five of Swords, we have the King of Swords, we have the Four of Cups. See, I channel Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles, okay? So there's a lot of fours. We have 444 here. You are protected by the angelic realm. Like, the angels are really supporting you with this. We have Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's burnout. For some of you, again, this could be an obstacle that was before, or it's happening now. Remember, it's your situation, because I'm getting different energies here. With this Four of Swords, there could be like a burnout where Spirit is asking you to rest. Some of you, again, that's part of the self-care with the Nine of Pentacles, the renewal, rejuvenation. Some of you are forcing things still. You're trying to do too much, getting caught in the hamster wheel like we saw with the Wheel of Fortune. But you guys, you know, there are a few of you where you're doing a little bit too much, and you're getting caught into your karmic patterns with having to be overly ambitious. And I know for some of your readings, Aries, you've kind of gotten that energy. And again, it's not a bad thing. You guys are ruled by Mars, so it makes sense. But every sign has something to overcome, okay? Every sign has something to balance. There's a good side to ambition, and there's a shadow side to ambition, and there's a light side to ambition. Everything has a light and dark side, okay? It's a matter of balancing the two. So some of you, there's too much burnout. It's like you have to take care of yourself, self-care, meditate, yoga, whatever it is that you do that will get you to a more balanced state, all right? Recalibrating your chakras. Others of you, stagnation, right? Some of you really need to understand that, you know, you are responsible for your well-being, your happiness, your abundance, and you have to put the work in. That's why with Nine of Pentacles, before that is the Eight of Pentacles. You are working your Dharma and you're committed to doing the inner work, achieving self-mastery, so that you can align yourself with your heart's desires, to include aligning yourself with true love and having a new beginning in love that is really more so of agape love, and it's of the higher caliber, right? Staying stagnant isn't really going to get you anywhere, right? You can't just wish and hope for something and have it plop into your lap without doing any work whatsoever. All right, so that's for others of you. There's also something about someone's been silent. Either you've been silent, or your person or somebody around you has been silent, and that might have been an obstacle for you because no one's communicating with you, or nothing's happening, that you think you don't have to do anything either, right? You may have been waiting for somebody to communicate with you or something like that. If you're still waiting for that, don't wait for somebody to communicate with you, especially if they're kind of like giving you the cold shoulder. And we do have the King of Swords here as an obstacle. Don't focus on that. You have to be focusing on yourself, okay? So that's the overall energy, but you know, resting and continuing to take care of yourself is of the utmost importance here. And some of you are putting yourselves in the back burner. Now with the Five of Swords here and all these other cards, right? There's like the obstacle here is like, for some, feeling betrayed here by somebody who is really, you know, cold-hearted, detached, someone who can be cutting with words, somebody who is not really caring or compassionate. This is the King of Swords. Like, this is the shadow side of the King of Swords. So some of you may have been taken advantage of or really hurt by somebody who's been very condescending. They could also be manipulating the mind of somebody else or you. They could also be very harsh, especially with their words. Like, they don't tap into their heart space whatsoever. The positive side to the King of Swords is, the more divine side of the King of Swords, I should say, is that he knows when to speak his mind with confidence and clarity. But he also knows when to kind of be a little bit standoffish, a little bit, to try to get his point across. Again, there's a balance. He knows when to tap into the cup of water, and when he doesn't. So there's something here that some of you have been betrayed, or it's like taken advantage of by somebody. Somebody trying to take your swords, right? Trying to one-up you. There is like hurtful words with the Five of Swords and the King of Swords here. So this could even very well be your person, all right, where they're regretting not really giving you that compassion or giving you that love that you deserved, because they tried to take advantage. There's like unfinished business here too. And this person's contemplating on how to like really communicate with you and say sorry. It's like there's regret and shame here. It's like he keeps smacking his head like, why did I say that? Why did I do this? Okay, so I'm getting energies from your person. Now, you may be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. But again, this could also be stemming from your energies, where you have to let bygones be bygones, especially if somebody, you know, really was cold towards you. and detached because they were dealing with stuff. People who are cold and detached, they have some trauma. There is an issue with them guarding their heart because of what was done to them in the past. Could have been past relationships, could even be from parents. Okay, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So in a lot of cases, people end up mimicking their own parents' behaviors, right? So we cannot fault them for that if that's the case. Everybody has stuff to go through, right? So this may be why this person acted like this towards you, all right? Or they got burned so badly that they're like, I can't love again. So I have to be very stoic and very rigid and just like, you can't infiltrate my heart because I'll cut you out type of thing, right? Some people get like that, but again, it's based off what has happened in their past that makes them that way. When you're not tied into the divine, you're not loving yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? And you remove yourself from that. Somebody could very well have strong Aquarius in their chart because that's detachment, right? So some of you have to it's like accepting the truth from somebody or accepting the apology for this person, doing something wrong to you, because again, everybody goes through battles and challenges you know nothing about. That is Five of Swords. All right, you may find this to be very challenging, but again, with this Ace of Cups here, with forgiveness even, you have the ability to unconditionally love because you are a child of God. All right, so some of you need to release this sense of feeling betrayed and again taken advantage of, and having these hostilities towards a connection or even towards yourself. Okay, this could even be self-sabotage. All right, so if you're doing some self-sabotaging, Aries, you have to let that go. Again, that talks about the self-love, right? You have to love yourself, even if you've done something that you regret, okay? We all make mistakes, things happen for a reason, and we learn from that. Five of Swords is learning from those lessons when we go through those, unpleasant experiences, and it's the life experiences that you learn because we're always learning here, okay? So if you're self-sabotaging, go really do some self-reflection, ask yourself why you're doing that, okay? Four of Cups, right? Disappointment. Like, I don't have love, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to fulfill my life's purpose. I'm not going to go have fun. I'm going to sit here being bored all day. Again, that is not the energy of the Nine of Pentacles. That's contradicting the Nine of Pentacles energy. So for an obstacle for some of you guys, if you haven't been really focusing on yourself and living a happily single life, some of you, the obstacle is or was that, because you didn't have love, you were just, what else? I'm not going to do anything. I don't want it. Right? But here's the cup right here. It's a blessing for God. God gave you this connection for a reason. God gave you this cup for a reason. Or some of you are realizing that what you thought was going to make you happy didn't make you happy. And then you started to realize again what your holy grail was, that it was something that you didn't expect that was going to be ultimately fulfilling. All right. Some of you are still reluctant to take the Ace of Cups, but it's coming from God, Aries. It's a blessing from God. And God's like, here's another opportunity, Aries. You just have to look at it. You're used to these cups that were bringing you fulfillment, and then you realize that they weren't really making you happy anymore. You wanted something else. Some of you wanted love. You thought that love was going to fix everything, that it was going to bring back this contentment, but you're starting to realize that that's not the case either. That's why with living life happily single is so important to understand, because we do not need a relationship. We do not need to be in it to be happy. We don't. That stems from codependency. That stems from you relying on somebody else to fulfill your happiness. You have to find it within yourself first. That's the self-love. That's finding your holy grail. Okay. So some of you had a hard time with You know, especially if you are being told in other readings or something like that, because I know I've said it in my readings that you're not supposed to be focusing on love right now. It's finding that fulfillment within yourself, because God is going to bless you with something greater than what you've been asking for. It's the true love. It's not just a boyfriend, girlfriend. It's not just like just marriage with somebody, because a lot of those, like I told you guys earlier, it doesn't really, a lot of people are not fulfilled in those relationships. It is not a higher form of love. There's no mission work there. There's no deep spiritual soul connection there. So God wants you to be grateful. Now, for those of you who are still a little bit, you know, reluctant here with this Four of Cups on going after your Holy Grail, then I'll have to say you'll forever be in these energies when you're not going out there and seeking what's really going to bring you happiness. Again, it comes from within. I know I learned the hard way. I kept chasing after love, and every single relationship was definitely not Ace of Cups, because I was trying to make it happen on my own. I wasn't in alignment with it either. I wasn't happy with myself, believe it or not. My vibration was too low, my light was too dim, and what was I attracting? Dim relationships, low vibrational relationships, even with like jobs, of me being taken advantage of and stuff like that. Everything that was happening, it was because of my vibration. That's how it works. So some of you have to be really grateful for this opportunity that God is handing you. If you're already in a counterpart connection, it is a huge blessing, because this is going to get you to vibrate at that highest level of the violet flame. And for you to understand how truly amazing you really are on your own, that you don't need anyone to validate how badass you are, how intelligent you are, how beautiful, handsome you are. You don't need any of that, right? So you find that within yourself. That is when, especially if you're in a divine counterpart connection, a twin flame thing, that is one of the biggest blessings. And then you start to attract all of these amazing things, to include abundance in all forms. This is also staying in unhealthy relationships, okay? You're disappointed because I'm like, some of you are like, you know what? I'm not finding the Ace of Cups, but you're looking at outside of yourself. That's why. Again, some of you need to be in alignment with the Ace of Cups. You have to be vibrating at that frequency within to attract the true love. And some of you are like, I keep not having like this love that I really want. It's not fulfilling. It's not harmonious. It's not exciting. None of that. And now you're like, some of you were staying in unhealthy relationships. You were staying in relationships for the wrong reasons. You were staying in jobs for the wrong reasons. And that was why you ended up being Four of Pentacles. Sorry, Four of Pentacles is over here. Four of Cups. Okay? Because you stayed in it. Some of you were faking your happiness. Some of you were pretending, no, this brings me happiness, when deep down inside you knew it didn't. For some of you, you may have stayed in these relationships that weren't fulfilling because you were afraid to be alone. A lot of people get caught up in that. That was one of my vices too, where I felt like I needed to be in a relationship because I didn't want to be by myself. When God kept kicking me and was like, Jess, you need to learn how to be on your own. You're not finding the love because you haven't done the work. You haven't healed from everything else. And then I finally walked away. I went in search of my Nine of Cups. When you find the Nine of Cups, when you find the Ace of Cups on your own, you go from the 8 to the 9, you're completely emotionally fulfilled on your own. That's when you attract the 10 of Cups, okay? So some of you were like, you were staying in situations, especially in relationships, that you knew you were just not fulfilled in. And it kept happening over and over and over again. And you may have been in a repetitive cycle of attracting cold-hearted people, people who were not in tune with their emotions, emotionally detached, and who were just they could have been hurtful too. People who were not giving back to you, all right? And it's like, that's why some of you were not finding this true love, because you were staying in things that were making you feel disappointed and disheartened, discontent. This is low vibrational energy until you change it. You have to be grateful for what you have instead of what you don't have. And you walk away from the things that don't serve you. Some of you, it's been a hard time to do that. I'm getting for a few of you, you have been able to overcome these things, right? Remember, this is like a past obstacle stuff for some of you. Others of you, you're still kind of stuck in these energies, all right? You have to move on. You have to go find your happiness. You see how much darker this card is? The light is over here. You find that when you find your own Ace of Cups, and that's when raises your vibration. That's what elevates the luminosity of your light here. And then Four of Pentacles. Holding on to something too tightly. Nope, I'm not going to let go. No, I have to stay because of XYZ reason. No, I'm not going to let go of this person or this job because of the money. I'm not going to let go of this person or this job because, you know, I'm comfortable in it. I'm going to stay in this relationship even though it doesn't make me happy because I don't want to be alone, right? It's like nobody can take your purse with your pentacles. Like, no, I got to keep this. I got to keep this. I can't let go of this. There's a fear of like the unknown. There's a fear of letting go because of not having. This is scarcity mindset. Okay. Maybe for some of you getting caught up in materialism. But this is also about you. Yeah, it's learning to let go and let God. Understanding your worth. Right? Some of you are resistant to change. Change is challenging for some of you. You're like, nope, I can do this on my own, or I can do this, or this is what it's supposed to be. This is my happiness. Again, some of you are faking your happiness. You're saying to yourself, I like things the way they are, but do you really? That's for some of you, not for all of you. Again, be honest. Do you really love where you're at right now? And you're pretending that you are. That's a big obstacle that some of you have to overcome. Because at the end of the day, Aries, there's only so many days you can fake your happiness. Other people probably already know that you really aren't. It's all about what they're feeling from you, okay? So it's time to let go of the job, the person. It's time to focus on self-love, self-care for you, standing on your own 2 feet. Others of you, you've already done this. And if you need to speak up to somebody about something, especially if you're in a relationship and a job that's not fulfilling, it's time for you to say something. Okay? It's time for you to say something and focus on you, on loving yourself. That's for some, not for all. Let's see what the obstacle is. What is the obstacle? Oh my gosh. Hold on. They're saying it's a lot, but they want me to do it all over again. What's at the bottom of this? Justice. Learning your karmic lessons. All right. The truth, seeing the truth of the situation. What is the obstacle here for this situation with Aries? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We still had a stack come out. Okay, this is significant. Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords. There's a lot of air energy here. Look, the Four of Swords comes out, and the Seven of Swords. Guys, there's a lot of air. A lot of air, and Ace of Swords. I talked about the Ace of Swords, you see, at the bottom of the deck. Now, This is really about not getting caught up in the mind space here, having clarity of thought. No overthinking, no doubting, none of that stuff. This is about going within your, I'm hearing third eye with this, okay? See how her eyes are closed? She's not seeing things with her human eye. She's looking at things from her third eye, okay? There's something about blocked communication too. I don't know if somebody blocked you on social media or you blocked them. If you're trying to manifest somebody for coming back and you've blocked them, then how can they come forward, you know, to talk to you about something? Because there's something about making amends here for some of you, right? I didn't go over the other group here, but there's something about somebody wants to make amends with you, to balance the scales. They want to do the right thing. And talk to you with honesty and integrity. They're going to tell you the truth, okay? They're walking away from what no longer serves them. Could be walking away from karmic patterns and karmic people because they're bored. They're disappointed that they didn't take the cup and they were resisting change, all right? Stubbornness is with the Four of Pentacles too. So this could very well be your person. They're going to tell you a lot of things as to why that they didn't take the cup in the first place, and they're regretting that they didn't. Okay. But again, if you're blocking somebody, yet you know deep down inside that you want to gain clarity, you want to talk to them or have them talk to you, you're going to have to unblock them, right? So, with this lesson here, this is the biggest lesson here. It's about truth. Speaking your truth, standing in your truth, and owning up to your truth, right? Again, that's exactly what the King of Swords does. There's so much air energy in this that a lot of it has to do with clarity, truth, and communication. Okay? There's cloud of judgment about the connection you may be in. Again, it's for some of you, not for all of you. You really have to reevaluate things. There have been things left unsaid, which is also Five of Swords, unfinished business. This is also miscommunication, poor communication here with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords in this position here with learning your lessons. If you're still dealing with getting caught up in no communication from somebody, you have to really focus on yourself, okay? There's a reason why there's no communication. It's because this person's tried to build for themselves. They're going through some stuff, right? They could be in this regret thing. How am I going to go talk to Aries? How am I going to fix this? All right, you have to allow them to deal with their karma, to deal with the things that they need to do. There could be other things that you don't know about that they have to be taken care of that are of the utmost priority, okay? Because the world doesn't revolve around us. We're a collective. So there could be something with that. And that could be why there's you know, block communication. So, you know, there's a healthy way to blocking somebody if you just don't want to deal with them, but don't do it from a place of anger and resentment, because then you're becoming more distorted than divine. All right. So some of you need to really get clarity of mind, and because there are hostilities here, and cloud of judgment is not going to help. That really blocks your crown and your third eye chakras. Some of you have to unblock those to make sure that you are getting the guidance and the messages from communication from your higher self, from God, from your angels, to give you those solutions to those problems, or to give you more insight and awareness into the situation that you're in, and you're not getting caught up with what you can or can't see with your human eyes, okay? The others of you, there is a big breakthrough coming. There is communication coming. A lot of truths are going to be told here. This is going to be coming in a very quick manner, but they also want you to focus on yourself, focusing on making sure that you're in alignment with your higher self, and you're balanced, and that you have that clarity of thought, right? And then you're also you're also ready to be able to communicate with your person with honesty and integrity, right? The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So with the Knight of Pentacles here, and everything else is air, which is crazy. This is the only, okay, we only have 4 of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles in this reading. Those are the only 2 Earth energy cards. You may be dealing with the Earth sign, but it doesn't have to be that, or you have Earth in your chart, or they have Earth in your chart. But there's a lesson here about stubbornness, because 4 of Pentacles is also about stubbornness and selfishness, right? Which is where it's either you or your person, but being stubborn and being resistant to change isn't really going to help your situation, because you will continue to repeat the same karmic patterns, right? This is also like no follow through or something like that. Like, you guys have to really stay committed and dedicated to doing the work. This is also about patience here. Some of you want to rush things, and I know that could be a quality of Aries, you know, this needs to get done. Why isn't this happening now? Or I need to get this. It's like some of you can't wait. Some of you need to drive all the time is what I'm hearing. But this is really about patience, that healing takes a long time, that true love takes a long time to manifest. And if you're trying to manifest other things here, Aries, you have to understand that the bigger the manifestation of your heart's desires, the longer it takes. But here's the thing. If you stay committed to what you are doing, you're going to reach your destination, because the Knight of Pentacles always reaches his destination. He makes sure that he's paying attention to the details. He takes his time. He doesn't rush anything. He also owns up to his responsibilities and his life's actions. He knows he's ultimately responsible for his health and well-being, and he understands that it takes some time to build that, to grow, to evolve. He knows that it takes time to focus on the healing. Because if you rush even that, you're not really going to be ready for the bigger stuff, for the bigger blessings. All right. So if you're trying to do things impulsively, hastily, Spirit wants you to slow down, okay? Especially if you're working on your healing, just slow down, because you need that time to take care of yourself. Because if you blaze through things, you're going to miss important details, you're going to miss the lessons, and then you're going to have to repeat the karma all over again. All right. This is also boredom too. Okay. If you're bored, Aries, you have the ability to do something about it. We saw the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's euphoria there. All right. For those of you who are not there yet, you're the one who's ultimately responsible for that. So some of you have to get out of this stuckness. Okay. You are not stuck. The 4 of Pentacles is also stuck energy. So is the 4 of Cups. So now I'm getting some of you, you feel like you're stuck in something. No, you, especially if like there's no communication or something, there could be different, you could be in different timelines, but you know, if you're waiting for somebody to talk to you, yet you're not doing the work, then you're not really progressing in your journey. All right. In your connection. So, you have to do something about it. You have to take action. This is finding renewed hope on pursuing your goals and sticking to them. This could also be some of you need to get more grounded, to be more stable in your life. But know that slow and steady wins the race. And again, with healing. Guys, it took me years to get here, okay? But don't focus on the years, because time is fluid. Just focus on your self-work. You're gonna realize how far you've come, and you're gonna be really proud of yourself when you've put in all that hard work. The Knight of Pentacles is the hardest working knight here, and even though he takes a long time, he's gonna come out the other side a completely changed individual for the better, who's more in alignment with their higher self. The 10 of Swords. Again, there's something with betrayal. Could even be something with the divorce, guys. That you have to clear that. If you're still feel like you're a victim, you feel like a victim here, Aries, because deep down inside, you gave your power away to somebody else who took advantage of you, who betrayed you. That's how it works. Okay? And there is betrayal there with the 5 of Swords. When you don't stand up for yourself, when you don't speak your truth, your peace, especially when the first time makes that offense and it commits that, you know, that unpleasant behavior, or not commits that, sounds kind of weird. who acts towards you the first time around poorly, it's that saying that says the first time, shame on you, second time, shame on me, whatever that thing is. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, right? When somebody does something to you the first time around that is low vibrational, that's when you come out and you speak your truth and you're like, no, I'm not tolerating this. And you walk away, right? You walk away and then you avoid further disappointment, right? With the Four of Cups. So if you're feeling betrayed here, ask yourself honestly, Aries, did you allow somebody to continue to take advantage of you, to speak in a way that was condescending or whatever it is with this King of Swords in the reverse, or not in the reverse, but the shadow side of the King of Swords? All right. For some of you, that was a huge lesson to make. All of these life lessons came crashing down on you to get you to learn something really big, right? To go back to the Ace and have that epiphany. Oh, I keep doing the same things wrong. I keep repeating the same karmic patterns. I keep not learning from my life's lessons here. So this is understanding that when you go through all of these difficult things, don't mind the noise, guys, because if you can tell, they're doing the lawn outside, weed whacking shit. Anyway, you got to weed whack the Ten of Swords out of your life, okay? But this is to teach you major lessons, that when you fall down, you can get back up. You see in this card, there are no swords in her back. She's not allowing all this betrayal, the divorce even for some of you, or the pain and suffering to affect her. There's a huge lesson to learn from the pain and suffering. So she gets back up and she's like, there's a new horizon. There's a new day. There's a new dawn. I'm not going to stay dead in the water. I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something about it. And you have the support of your guides and your angels. Again, with these birds, like, you have the ability to soar above this heartbreak, this like downheartedness, whatever, if that it's even a word, this disappointment, right? From being betrayed over and over again, or a divorce happening and you're like, I didn't expect to be divorced, or something like that. You're rising above all of that, because being in pain and suffering, you put yourself into that situation. Okay? Nobody is a victim. You label yourself as a victim because deep down inside, you gave your power away. You allowed people to continue to put swords in you, right? It's kind of like when the first time somebody does this to you, that is a huge indicator. You cut that person out of your life, or you say something to them, and it's like, I'm not tolerating this behavior anymore. All right? So this needs to be dropped. But this is also saying, once you drop those and you pull the swords out, let's say, you move forward and there's a new beginning. Again, with the Ace of Swords. You have clarity of thought now. You see more clearly. You're no longer confused. You're reevaluating the situation, why you got into the Ten of Swords, and then you're able to move towards something that's better. It's like you have you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you start heading towards that. Again, she's heading towards the light, right? Just like with the Ace of Cups that we saw. So with the Six of Swords, Four of Swords, and Seven of Swords, like, you know, we've got, yeah, it's a lot of air, guys. You know, life's lessons I'm getting with this, and the truth. So move away from this. You have the power to walk away, to move away. Same thing with the Eight of Cups that we saw here, right? You have the power to walk away from what doesn't serve you, these unpleasant situations. You have to let go. Let go of the past. Let go of resentment. Let go of the people that betrayed you, that screwed you over, because it's going to keep you from clearing your heart chakra. And when your heart chakra is not cleared, there's no way you have room for Ace of Cups. Being low vibrational and having your heart chakra blocked blocks this from coming in, because they are not in alignment. All right. So you guys have to, some of you have to move away from the Five of Swords. You have to find your own peace. If you don't walk away from it, then you're going to stay in that turmoil, those tumultuous waters. You have the opportunity to move away from this, okay? Because it's ultimately up to you. It's like pack your bags and go, Aries. For some of you, not for all of you. understanding that, things are going to get better, but you have to be the one to take those first steps towards a brighter future, towards more peace and tranquility in your life. All right. There's something also here about learning how to make amends, resolving conflicts with others, and not refusing to do that. It's like with the Four of Pentacles here and the Four of Cups. Like, no, I'm refusing to do that. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to wait till, like justice is served, or I'm going to wait till someone says something. No, you have to really focus on your healing and just let bygones be bygones. And again, move forward. Get in the boat and move forward. Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's something about some serious betrayal here. We have Five of Swords with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Someone was really taken advantage of. Like, you feel so betrayed and feeling like a victim. Because why? Somebody was in and out of your life. Somebody was being deceptive and lying all the time. Or you caught them in the act or something like that. Somebody being sneaky. Trying to get away with murder. All right. This is really more about you overcoming that. Again, with the birds. There are... Okay, now I'm seeing this. There are birds here. There are crows here. There are birds here. There are birds here. There are birds here. You get the point. What did I say about the birds? You rising above all of that, because you are a divine being. You are not a distorted individual. You have the ability to forgive, to unconditionally love, to have compassion for other people. So if there's still betrayal in your heart space, I'm saying, you guys, true love cannot come in when you still have that darkness in your heart. Again, you guys are smart. That's not in vibrational alignment. And if you start finding yourself to continue to be in disappointing situations with love and career and all these other things, even your finances perhaps, because the Four of Pentacles is here, could be like money issues or something, not having, it's because your heart still has dark energy in it. The dream job, the love of a lifetime, the wealth, the abundance cannot come in because there's no room, because there's darkness in it. And for some of you, this darkness is dealing with it. You feel super betrayed by somebody. You got stabbed in the back, maybe multiple times. Again, reevaluate why you think that is. Look at this differently. You have to rise above all of this. It's blocking you from your bliss for some of you, okay? It's completely blocking true love from coming in, from the overflow of abundance. If you still have this in your heart space, this is why you keep being disappointed in life, okay? You move away from all that bullshit and you rise above it. Take the high road. You are better than this, Aries. You are divine within. Don't let the devil keep you from your blessings by being in this dark space with regards to continuously feeling like a victim or feeling betrayed. That's what the devil wants you to think. That's why for some of you, you continue to feel disappointed, and reluctant to change things, because that bitterness, anger, resentment is still in your heart space. You got to cut that out. There's clouded judgment about like the betrayal. No, I have to have that justice. That's probably why justice was at the bottom of the card. They need to do right by me. Justice is run by God. The Department of Justice is run by God, not by us. Eye for an eye doesn't work. We rise above that. That ends up indicating to not only you, but to other people that you're able to rise above all this and you're able to continue to move forward. You move away and you find your peace. And you won't have this in your heart space anymore. Watch how your world changes, okay? Now, for the others of you, like I said, somebody is coming in to speak their truth, right? They see you of value. They're letting go of, you know, the fact that they really regret how they treated you, all right? And they are, did I talk about Four of Swords? It came out. Yeah, again, you need to heal from this. A lot of you really need to heal from this backstabbing, painful situation. Because if you don't, you will continue to run into the same cycles of being disappointed, and you're going to get hit more with your karma. It's just how it works. A lot of healing has to be done. You find your peace. Self-care, self-love is going to be really important. So for the others of you, like I said, there is communication coming. There's a big breakthrough. Somebody's going to be telling you the truth for sure. Or there's so much air in here, it's not even funny. And the King of Swords is here. This person knows that they need to speak their truth with honesty and integrity. And they're going to have the confidence to do it. They want, what is it? They want bygones to be bygones with you. There is unfinished business, and they want to finish the business. They want to clear this out. They want to move forward to calmer waters. They don't want the hostilities anymore, the conflicts, the arguments, the fighting, you know, the harsh words, the taking your swords away. Again, like, you know, I'm going to take your sword and then I'm going to just disappear type of thing. They're no longer going to do that. There's a conflict of resolution here between you and somebody else. There's a new dawn on the horizon for you, Aries. You're no longer going to have to wonder what happened, you know, what could have been, that type of thing. There's a new beginning here with this 10. And again, with the new beginning with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, they want me to look underneath this. Look, Ace of Pentacles too. Look at all these aces. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups over here. Complete new beginnings all around. Okay? This person knows this is an opportunity, golden opportunity to start over. They want to start over with you. They want a fresh start. Fresh start, clean slate. Let's wipe the slate clean is what I just heard. I'm ready for this love. But they know that in order for them to receive this love or to make amends with you, they have to speak their truth. And there is going to be a big, solid offer of commitment. May even be an engagement ring or even buying you a house. Could be all of that stuff. They want a completely new start with you, period. The worst is over, okay? The sun's going to be shining more in your life. There is recovery here with the Four of Swords. A lot of you who've already overcome all this stuff, you've done a lot of healing. This offer is coming in. It's been a while, but this person is serious about this. They put in so much detail and so much hard work and effort into this because they don't want this to go backwards. They don't want to repeat the same karmic patterns they did with you before. They took their time to heal because they had a lot of healing to do. I could even be picking up on your person's energies where they were so super betrayed that they didn't know what to do with themselves, and they got into Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups energy. Like, I don't want love. Love sucks because I keep getting screwed over and stabbed in the back. That could be their energy too, okay? Take it how it resonates. But because this person went through that as well, they said, you know what? I need to take responsibility for my actions. I can't keep taking the swords away from Aries. I can't keep, you know, saying something and then taking my words back. It's like putting words in their mouth or them, you know, you say something to them and then they come back at you with this like very condescending nature. It's like they speak to you in a way that is not nice, okay? And they realized what they were doing because they were coming from a place of hurt. And they're saying, shit, I have to take responsibility for my actions. I really want to make amends with Aries because they know they were lying to you about things. There was deception here. They were wearing a mask. They know they need to come clean. The divine side of this card is coming clean, of speaking the truth, making amends, confessions here. I'm sorry, I did this. I wasn't telling you the truth. I was hiding my feelings. I was going through a lot of stuff. I was guarded. I was heartbroken. I was stabbed in the back too many times. I assumed you were going to do the same thing, so I tried to protect myself. With the Five of Swords also, guys, they're also now telling me that this person was defensive. They were trying to defend themselves from more heartbreak. And then they realized who you were to them, and they said, oh, what did I do? But again, if this is your counterpart or something, or soulmate, that was a lesson for them to learn too. King of Swords learns a lot of lessons and gains a lot of wisdom from their life's experiences, okay? So this person wants to confess, make amends with you. They put in a lot of hard work, not only in their healing, but into this offer, okay? Because again, they didn't want to rush this, because they knew if they were going to rush in, they were going to, there was a larger probability of them screwing up again, okay? They want to get this right. That's what I'm hearing. And they took the time that they needed to make sure that they healed, so that they wouldn't assume things again. They wouldn't go back to being Seven of Swords, or coming in and out of your life, or running away when you told them how you felt, or anything like that. All right, again, with the conflict of resolution here, they want peace. They want tranquility in this connection. They really want to offer you a long-term commitment. This is definitely going to be a solid, stable offer of commitment. Again, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I'm hearing it again. I want to wipe the slate clean with you, Aries. This is the truth. It's going to come in. They're going to say a lot of things. They're going to reveal a lot of truths to you. There's a lot of confessions here, so be receptive to what they have to say. Again, I'm getting very strongly this person went through a lot, and they went through a lot of not just relationships, like romantic relationships with people who backstabbed them. They dealt with friends even who backstabbed them. Like, they really betrayed them, and they really, like, I'm hearing, threw them in the gutter type of thing. Not literally, obviously, but a lot of people did a lot of really, really unpleasant things to them too. And they had to spend a lot of time healing that. So again, for those of you with the confessions who are coming in from somebody, they really want to heal the situation. They did a lot of healing too. They spent a lot of time healing. And so did you, Aries, for those of you who are in alignment. So there is recovery here. They know they've been silent for too long and weren't taking action, but it was because they had to do a lot of healing themselves, and they wanted to make sure that they were fully healed and fully in alignment, and that they were clearing out all of this, you know, bitterness from being backstabbed, from being betrayed. Some of them even went through a divorce. It could just be that their ex-spouse was the one who really, really did them in. Okay, that could be for somebody here. That is for somebody here. It's at least one person. So, they were not taking action and were silent again because they needed to take their time. They went through a lot. A lot. All right. It takes time for people to heal from stuff like that. So for those who are going to be receiving communication from this person, they really want you to actively listen to what they have to say, because they're going to reveal a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff may be hard to hear, but it's more hard to hear because you know, the truth can hurt, guys. But if you are a true divine feminine, true divine masculine, then that truth is not going to hurt you, because you know that truth is of God, is of the light. All right. Untruths are of the dark. That is devil energy. So this person's really going to come clean here with a lot of stuff, because they've been through a lot. And some of the stuff that they went through might even be a little hurtful. Only it might be more sad than hurtful, because of the stories that they're going to say, the experiences they're going to share with you. Because I'm getting very strongly, there's somebody here who's dealing with someone, might even be a Pisces is what I'm being told, that they went through a lot of trauma since childhood, okay? A true divine individual would have compassion for that. Especially if you're a child and you are in a family or in a predicament you have no control over. How are you going to blame the person for being in that situation, right? How are you going to blame somebody where they marry someone and they got totally manipulated by them and just ridden over, right? When they were already wounded inside and they had no way to stand up for themselves, like Five of Swords is there type of energy. So Spirit really wants you, some of you, to listen to this person, those who are going to be receiving this communication, because you're in alignment. There is a lot of healing and recovery here that was done. This person's a lot more balanced now because they took that time to heal. But they're going to explain that to you. And I'm getting very strongly, somebody's going to be confessing some very, very challenging things. And this is challenging information too. But you're going to be able to overcome this. It's only because this person went through a lot of stuff. I'll be honest here, because I've already had communication with God. I've already seen some stuff with my own masculine, to the point where it brought me to tears. Okay. So I have that ability, and, you know, I keep that to myself, but the stuff that God has shown me, it's like it even gave me more, allowed me to have even more compassion for my divine masculine, because mine went through a great deal of stuff. So God is like, he's telling me right now that I've been preparing you for when this communication comes in, this truth comes in. And there's also truth about me too, about what he thought of me because of his past and stuff like that. But that's why we have to take that time in doing our healing, so that we can gain that strength and resilience, and we can understand things better. Again, this is the wisdom that you get from your journey of healing and through your life's experiences. Okay. All right. That was a lot. All right. But there was a lot that was coming in. So let's see what is, what Spirit has for you here on how to best navigate these energies. So let's take a look. What guidance do we have for Aries? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you at this time. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. See what I was talking about, attracting what you desire? You have to really get into a more positive mindset and start saying, you know, I am calm, I am deserving of love, I am this, whatever this is. I am compassionate, I am forgiving, things like that, all right? This is going to be very important for some of you. And for those of you who are already in alignment, that's what, continue to affirm, continue to visualize, because this person is going to communicate with you. That true love is going to come in. But for those of you who've done this work, you've stated these affirmations and you've risen your vibration to attract what you desire. The bottom of the deck is children. Your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. That could be a literal thing, or children is affecting what's going on in your situation. All right. I don't remember seeing any pages here, but it could very well be that. All right. So I'm going to read the book because they want me to read the book. There are other messages in these cards. Whatever I read, guys, whatever hits your gut, that is the message for you. You drew this card because there's something you desire right now. You already know what this is. To increase the speed of your manifestation, it's important to lift up your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs to a higher level. Positive affirmations can increase your self-confidence and faith, which are two essential and magical ingredients in manifestation. This card is a message for you to say or read positive affirmations and to boost your faith, optimism, and effectiveness in bringing about your desired results. Additional meanings are: begin each day with something beneficial, such as praying, meditating, or reading from an uplifting book. As you stay positive, everything in your life becomes more positive. The outcome of the situation you're asking about is dependent upon your optimism. Watch the words that you say and write to ensure that they're positive and aligned with your desires. Okay, watch the words. I said the King of Swords with the Five of Swords and all this air energy could be very, very harsh words, like just coming at somebody with like, it's condescending, right? That's what I was getting. So if that's your person, you know, you don't need to take that. But if that's you talking to others, be very, very careful with your words. You're going to attract, you know, a lot more negative things into your life. Children. The fairies love and trust children because of their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of your connection to them. I'm also getting inner child needs to be healed, okay? Saying these affirmations are going to help heal the inner child. Okay, hold on. I'm getting somebody here, maybe you, Aries, or your person, or both. There was a father figure or a masculine, it doesn't even have to be a male, who was very condescending to you, who said very harsh words to you. Or there is a female with very strong masculine, energies, who said very harsh things to you, who was very condescending, who gave you tough love, okay? Who really affected your mindset. They didn't really give you much Ace of Cups unconditional love at all. I just got that, okay? Remember, take it how it resonates. So there's somebody here who is just, and could have been very hurtful too, mentally abusive even, emotionally abusive. That's for somebody. Anyway, the fairies love and trust children because of their pure faith and guileless motives. This card comes to you as a sign of your connection to them. As you read the additional messages behind this card, notice which message clicks as your truth. Pay attention to signs and intuitive feelings related to the topic of children, for the universe is trying to get the message to you. Your life purpose involves working with children. The energy of pregnancy surrounds you. A child in heaven is sending a message of love. You have a connection to indigo, crystal, or rainbow children. Your inner child needs to play. So with what I said about some sort of masculine figure who's very harsh and condescending and unconditional love, lack of unconditional love and tough love here, that's affected your inner child. So either you or your person or both of you have to heal from that. Again, that's the healing with the Ace of Cups. Look what's underneath this. You've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. What did I say? You have the power to walk away. You have the power to change things. Guys, you have the power to change things. It's all up to you. Your outer world is reflective of your inner world. All right. And that starts with healing. Let's see what other guidance we have for you. What other guidance do we have for Aries? What other guidance do we have for Aries? Thank you, Spirit. Lead the way. Take the reins today. Others will follow if you lead the way. That's right, having that power, taking control of, what you can control. Support. There is always help around. When you ask, it can be found. You have a lot of support, guys. And I was talking about with these birds, you're supported by the higher realms, your angels, your ancestors, God. You have a lot of this help above you, right? Communicate with your guides or angels. If you know there's a human being that you can ask help from, ask that person, okay? Someone you find trustworthy. Rain. Rain, rain comes today. Let all your troubles wash away. You can't have rain. You can't have flowers without rain. Aries. It might be actually raining where you are. And it's funny because it's raining where I'm at. So don't let all this consume you. This is also about purification, right? Renewal, rejuvenation with the Ace of Cups, the healing. All right? Let all of that stuff just flood down the drain. Maybe some of you literally need to take sea salt baths or, do some meditating in the shower and let that water just run off your body and just say some affirmations while you're doing it and just release all of this lower vibrational energy. Okay? That's really going to help you. There may be something literally with the rain. You feel like you were left out in the cold, left out in the rain. You feel like there's a cloud over your head. It's kind of like that Musgrave song. I forgot her first name. And I forgot the title, but I think some of you know what song that is. It's like you have this cloud run over your head, but you really don't. You have the ability to remove that cloud, okay? Bottom of the deck is travel. Of all the things you can do, travel's in the cards for you. This has been coming up for practically every sign that I've been doing, especially the air signs, okay? There is a lot of air here. Again, you may be dealing with an air sign, but it doesn't have to be. Or you have air in your chart. Go take a trip. Go on a vacation, Aries. Go take some time off, okay? Apparently, the fairies, God, the angels, they're bringing about this opportunity for you to travel somewhere. Go take that opportunity. That could be Four of Cups, right? God is also presenting you a new opportunity to do something different, all right? When you go on these trips and you go on vacation and you're enjoying yourself, it's going to help raise your vibration. All right. And it could also bring a lot of clarity. You may be getting ideas or insights and awareness and some epiphanies while you're on this trip. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on with love and relationships for you. What is going on with love and relationships for Aries? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Yeah, guys, like a healing for quite a few of you is really in the cards here. Wash all of that negativity out so that you can make room for what you are truly desiring. You have to be in alignment with that. Let's see what's going on with love and relationships for Aries. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What's that card? Support. I'm hearing take the lead in your own life here, Aries. Again, that's for some of you, that's for all of you, because the other ones of you, you've overcome this, and now love is coming, and there's communication coming with that. There's new beginnings all around. All right, but you know where you stand with your situation. Yep, Seven of Swords. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. You know who that is. Okay? It's right there. It's right there. The Seven of Swords. Someone is still wearing a mask. Again, there are underlying reasons why they're acting like this. And I'm going to have to be honest here, Aries. I had an epiphany when I had this conversation with my Divine Masculine. Actually, it was a video chat. And he was telling me to shine my light because I had an issue with hiding my face, right, with my hair. And that was like an insecurity issue of mine. And I had that ever since I was a child, right? It led all the way up into my 30s. And when I realized when he said that, and I had watched this video over and over again, and it wasn't until maybe a couple of months ago, it hit me. And I said, oh my God, we are mirrors of each other, because I was wearing a mask, okay? I was not shining my light. I was not being my divine, truthful self. My own masculine was doing the same thing, okay? So when it comes to people wearing masks and being deceptive, our relationships are reflections of our inner selves. And it hit me because I was not being my true self. I kept trying to hide who I really was in front of him. He was doing the same. So when it comes to deception, Aries, it goes both ways, especially if you are in a divine counterpart, a twin flame connection. All right. But this person is dealing with some things here. They may even be dealing with somebody who was deceiving towards them. Okay. So this is still going around, but you know, if this is still happening, that's why you need to heal from this. Because this person is not acting as their divine selves. They're acting as distorted selves. And this happens with all of these connections. We meet our counterparts when we are distorted masculine and distorted feminine. The whole point is to become the divine masculine Christ and divine feminine Christ. That's why we're in that journey. Okay, God wants us to become our divine self so we can attract the amazing things he has for us. So there's that there. Honeymoon is at the bottom of the deck. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, okay? This is travel. See what I was saying? The bottom of the deck of the fairy deck here, travel is in the cards for you. Go on a trip, okay? Let this person, you know, they need to work on themselves, and so do you. And for those of you watching this who are resonating with this part, just go on a trip, okay? Go on a boat ride, go across the seas or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is. This is travel here too. This is enjoying the bliss within yourself, okay? Doing something for you, all right? What I'm also hearing is for the others of you who are in alignment, I said this person's coming clean, right? This person may very well be confessing a lot of things to you, right? Like the mask is going to be dropped here. And they're going to take you on a trip. Again, travel's in the cards for you. You're going to go on a trip together, and he or she is going to explain a lot. It's a lot, guys. This King of Swords is ready to speak his or her truth. Their feelings for you as well that they've been holding in for a long time. But this is going to lead to a new beginning in love with this, a next level thing in your relationship. So this person wants to take a trip with you. Again, we did get travel. So they want to get away from the world and just have it be you and them, so that nobody's running away, nobody's driving away, nobody's like trying to escape anymore, right? Nobody's trying to wear the mask anymore, and you guys are gonna have heart-to-heart conversations. And this trip is gonna, you're gonna have fun too, but this is gonna kind of alleviate that challenge like I talked about with what is going to be spoken about, all right? This is also an angelically led connection for sure. You have an angel overseeing the both of you at all times. I said 444. What did I say about being protected by the angelic realm, by being led by the angelic realm? It's that there's the evidence right there, all right? Because there's an angel following you guys at all time. You guys are protected, all right? This whole deception thing is just to get both of you to learn that you don't have to be wearing masks, because, you know, we're not perfect. We're all wearing some sort of mask, okay? If we're not our true selves, then we're definitely wearing a mask, right? So hopefully that helps you. Aries, what they wanted me to look at here. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, you're going to be flirting and having fun, and you know, but then you're going to have those conversations. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. There could be wedding in the books. Look, we got honeymoon and a wedding right there, but this is also talking about your person or you. There's some issues with a past marriage, all right? I did channel that. Somebody was married to someone, and they were like betrayed, like stabbed in the back over and over and over again, and that person was just like, they had a hard time coming out of that. Children's at the top of the deck. Your left life is being affected by children. Either you have children or they have children. And they were, you know, trying to protect their children. Okay, that is very important to respect. You know, I have a kid too. I want to make sure that my child is protected, especially if I try to get into another relationship, right? This is also inner child healing, right? For you, for them, both of you. There, I did pick up on some childhood trauma, so there's that right there. And then retreat. Look, again with the travel thing, it's time to disconnect from the world. There's more travel stuff. This is also you guys, some of you need to retreat from focusing on union with this person, on this person altogether, and focus on your healing. The others of you who are this, they're communicating with you, and there's going to be a new beginning in love. You're going to go on a trip. You're going to go, again, somewhere away from like cities and the hustle and bustle of life, and you're really going to be doing a lot of talking. All right, a lot of conversation is going to be had. All right, there we go, Aries. Hopefully this helps you. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or signing up for a Capella membership to get exclusive content, to get additional guidance and help and meditations and things like that, and freebies and discounts, or if you want to order a tarot package where you get a free bonus reading and you save money if you order more than one reading. I have packages for light counterparts, for the twin flames, for life purpose, for past life stuff, like with the Akashic records thing. There's a bunch of different packages for different things, okay? You can find all of that in the description box below. Or if you go to capellawellness.com, go ahead and explore and check out everything there. Any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me. I do coach other counterparts if you didn't already know. So, yeah, hopefully this helps you. Again, reach out to me if you need to. All right, Aries, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today always. I send you so, so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.